As soon as the girl reached the top of the mountain, she saw that an old woman was constantly keeping a distance of exactly 73 yards from her. Whenever the girl moved forward, the old woman would move back by the same amount. Just then, she met a fellow hiker aunt on the way. The girl pleaded, "Please go and ask that old woman why she is following me." The aunt agreed, and as soon as she spoke to that woman, everything turned strange. The aunt, who had been laughing until now, suddenly screamed and ran away from there. Seeing this, the girl also got scared and ran down the mountain. Later, at a tavern, she told everyone what had happened. But an uncle sitting there laughed at her story and decided to go ask himself. And when he returned, his eyes were empty and his face had turned pale. He looked at the girl and quietly left the city. Now people were scared. No one dared to go near that woman, and now that woman started hovering around the girl day and night. Seeing this suffocating situation, the girl decided to leave the city and caught a train. But the terrifying thing was that the woman kept walking along with her, always maintaining a certain distance. Now the girl realized that this was not an ordinary person but some force beyond human understanding. The girl told her mother everything. Her mother said that she would go and ask the woman herself while talking on the phone. But as soon as her mother got close, the mobile signal went out, and the girl became very frightened. Crying, she said, "Mom, don't listen to her, please don't listen." But just then, her mother also screamed loudly and left without saying a word. The icy coldness in her mother's eyes made the girl's heart tremble. A year later, a female officer investigating the Earth-01 incident came to meet the girl, and when the girl said that if she didn't tell anyone about the woman, people would forget her. Hearing this, the officer was shocked. She took a photo of the woman, but even in the photo, the face appeared blurry. Then she ordered the soldiers to capture the woman without making eye contact or speaking to her. The girl objected, but the officer said she trusted her training. As soon as the soldiers approached the woman, a few moments later, they looked at the girl and repeated what the woman had said. The officer's face turned completely cold, and she immediately ordered everyone to leave the area. Now the girl was completely broken. She just couldn't understand who that woman was or what she was that could frighten the entire country's intelligence agency. Now that woman had become a part of the girl's life, and gradually the girl got used to her. But one day the news was on TV that Jack would become the country's new prime minister. Just then, the girl remembered that a scientist had said Jack would be the one to start a nuclear war in the world. Now she realized that maybe following that woman was meant to stop this from happening. The girl slipped into the prime minister's office and during Jack's speech positioned herself 73 yards behind him. Now, as soon as that distance was covered, the woman was seen standing right next to Jack. Jack stared at her for a few moments and then ran off the stage screaming. Everyone was shocked. Jack resigned from the post of prime minister. When journalists asked why, Jack said, "Ask that woman, she knows real story." After Jack stepped down, no nuclear war and world saved, but woman did not disappear. 40 years passed. Girl herself had grown old. One day she returned to the same hill where she had first seen that woman. Seeing how much time had passed, she became emotional. Even now, the woman was standing 71 yards away. When the girl returned to the hospital, her condition was very bad, and as her life began to fade, the woman kept coming closer. Then in her final moments, as the girl saw the woman turn, all the memories of her life flashed before her eyes like lightning, and in the very next moment, she herself had transformed into that woman. It was then that she realized that the woman was no one else but herself. In fact, in her youth, she had broken a cursed device at a ruined place, a device that Jack was going to use for a nuclear attack in the future, and as punishment for this, she had become trapped in a time loop. Now it was her responsibility to keep her past self away from that device so that history would not repeat itself. And this time, the girl did not touch the device, which meant Jack never came to power and the world was saved. Now the time loop was completely closed.